So the course that I teach, it's basically structured around like entrepreneurship for creatives. So I bring in kind of my business and my legal backgrounds. The director of the NYU program is amazing, and she gave me carte blanche to kind of design a course. She was like, think of them as your future clients. What do you wish they knew?
All
So
right.
that's kind of what we designed. So we like include like how to pitch, how to develop a deck, and then how to pitch that deck. I also do a negotiation simulation because oftentimes these students have never like negotiated a deal before. So I go over, what are basic deal terms that you should at least understand, and if nothing else, have these in a contract. And then I design a whole simulation and like put them in groups and give them mock contracts, and they have to negotiate it out.
Mm.
And it's really fun because every single time we do it, they all start with the same contract, the same roles and everything, and then they all present at the end of class like what their deal terms were. And no group has ever had the same deal terms. And the reason for that is because like it's also to show them that like you all come in with your own biases and preferences and experiences and values. So
Yes.
it's like it doesn't really matter what the other people are doing. It's just like what makes sense to you. Like what do you feel comfortable with? Because if you feel comfortable with the deal and you're okay performing for this rate or with these terms or whatever, then you're going to be fine. And
Okay.
so, because then I always ask them, like, did you want someone else's deal? And like, they might say that they wanted parts of it. Like, they're like, oh, I didn't know I could add that. Like, sometimes, like, if we're doing an artist contract negotiation, my female students will always be like, they'll add in hair and makeup budget. And my male students didn't know, like, oh, that's a thing, or like, how much is hair and makeup? And like women know that can be expensive. So they're like, oh, I could do that. So like it's things like that that come up because I'm like, you can add in if it's not written there, you can add stuff in. Like I give you flexibility. And they're like, oh, okay, I'll think about that next time. But because they negotiated it out, they felt heard. So they were
Yes. Okay.
comfortable with the
Yes.
deal that they agreed to
Mhm.
because they felt like, they were heard, they felt valued. And so they were fine with their deal overall.
Yes.
So again, although they may have picked up some things that they would like for next time, no one's really been outright like my deal was terrible.
Mhm.
Like everyone's kind of felt like kind of comfortable because they get time to talk it through. And I think
And
that's like the biggest takeaway is like, as long as like the other side feels heard, you can agree to a situation where all parties kind of essentially win and can work together well.